If you don't have enough customers for your goldsmith slash jewelry shop, you're probably not marketing them. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm just going to give you the entire system that I have used to generate over 90,000 US dollars for goldsmith shops and jewelry shops. Now, I've asked Stanford University's AI, what is the relationship between the increase in marketing efforts and the increase in jewelry sales? So if you market more, do you sell more? That's basically the question. And this article came out with a couple of really interesting bullet points. So number one is that yes, there is a direct correlation between an increase in marketing efforts and an increase in jewelry. So if you market more, your jewelry shop, your goldsmith shop, you will sell. In general, that's the rule. At least that's the correlation between marketing and sales. Number two, multi-channel strategies significantly outperform single channel efforts. So for example, if you're just posting organic photos of your rings, photos of your necklaces, whatever, if you're just posting it on Instagram instead of posting it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, then you like the one post just on Instagram will have significantly less performance out of that organic content than the jeweler who posts it on across all social media, right? That's basically the trend. Now, one thing to keep in mind about this is that the reason I suppose this stat is the way it is that big corporations have the tools to be able to post consistently across all social media platforms, while local goldsmith shops or local jewelry shops, even small e-commerce jewelry shops, don't. Right. So keep that in mind. Number three is that the customization and personalization in when it comes to experiences increase conversions when it comes to sales. So what does this mean? If you just sell to women between 20 and 30, don't put a guy in the ad. Put women between 20 and 30. Obviously, this is obvious things. If you go, for example, to a lot of jewelry shops, even big ones, is that they are putting men, women, both targeting in the same ad, and then they are just putting women or they are just putting men. And then sometimes women are seeing the ads with men and men are seeing the ads with women, which is not that bad because they still convert. But you never want to have an ad for women with a guy. You never want to do that. It decreases conversion. You will sell less jewelry. That's the thing. At least that's the thing that I've seen running hundreds of thousands of ads at this point. Number four, which is basically consistent visibility across platforms boosts sales probability, right? It just increases the probability that you sell more jewelry if you're consistent with it. So I want to take a look at and basically show you what big jewelry brands are doing so that you can take it and customize it to your own business, right? One of the best jewelry brands on the planet is Cartier, right? Cartier, huge jewelry brand. Uh, Now it's Swiss, started off as a French jewelry brand. But if you see for example, Cartier's ads, Facebook ads, or Meta ads in general, it shows that they are running 840 ads at this point. And by the way, if you know Cartier's organic social media, like for example, Instagram, you'll see that a lot of these ads are basically just social media posts that they ran as ads, right? They are pretty simple. The concepts are basically they post it on social media, and then if they do well, they run it as right. Like even their headlines are super small, super simple, not complicated at all. And then another huge brand is Van Cleef, which is an exceptional advertiser. They have 250 ads running current, right? And those are just the active. So you see, I don't think they post these sort of stuff on social media exactly, but the concepts are the same. Right? So for example, these carousels, I think this is just a festival, so forget about that. But these sort of ads, these sort of concepts, they are concepts that they post first on their social media, and then they rerun them as ads. And it's pretty clear, right? Like they are. So Backly, if you are having trouble running ads, it's really good to just come to Backly on Meta Ads and see what they're doing because they are exceptional advertisers. Another big jewelry brand is Bulgari. So they are running 820 ads at this point in time. So a bunch of ads. And their concept, I wouldn't say they are exceptional advertisers. Obviously, they I don't think they're as good as Van Cleef or Cartier, but they're still very good and they do an enormous amount of volume. Obviously, they had to do there are different subsidiaries. Obviously, it's a multinational company at this point, but you as a local goldsmith shop, as a local jewelry shop, you can just take inspiration from this, right? It's like these are ads that will get you customers, yes or yes. So if you kind of understand what those are, what they are doing. So if you see those huge brands, you can notice that they advertise in the norms. So how can we do this for our little goldsmith shops, jewelry shops, and stuff like that? Normally, what I do is pretty simple. You can copy this if you want. So what I do is I write at least 50 hooks. Actually, I'll do this with the letters. All right, 50 hooks. All right. And what I do is that with those hooks, now obviously for jewelry ads, you guys will run, is that you don't need to write 50 hooks. You have visual, right? So visual hooks that have worked very well for us is unboxing. Unboxing videos are huge. So for example, it has to look organic. At least that's what we have found. That's at least also what we have done the most is that if you just grab your cell phone and then walk towards an unboxing video and then film this unboxing this beautiful jewelry piece. And then there you cut to the meaty part where you're actually explaining, right? And inviting them and the CTA is there, right? Then you can just have 50 different visual hooks and then one meaty part, right? And then that you could just run 50 ads on because you could just tag that meaty part into all of these 50 hooks, different 50 hooks. It should take you about a day, right? So to film this, it should take you a day to make this a day, and then you just post them. It's pretty simple. I don't like. I know there are advertisers who have a huge, very very long process on how they make ads to be able to get customers. But I just use this and I get a bunch of leads and they are not that expensive. And obviously, if you sell them 25,000 Swedish kronor or US dollars, it would be what, 2,500 US dollars per client. Like, doesn't matter if you can't even have expensive leads. It doesn't really matter. But this is the process that I use. I've generated over 90,000 US dollars just using this process of just filming a bunch of hooks, which basically we just post those hooks to social and we post a bunch of them for at least a week, a bunch of them, right? 50. And after we use that, we have the best ones. We grab those ones, we run them as ads. So all of these first go, the process is first organic and then into ads. And then the ones that are winners, we keep and we scale those. Scale those means just duplicate them, right? And the losers, we cut them. That's it. And then from these, we do exactly the same. The winners, we duplicate them. The losers, we cut them. And that is basically how we, from the first week, you just have an endless flow of ads that can just get you customers to walk into your, which is basically the point, right? So if you are a goldsmith shop owner or a jewelry shop owner or an e-commerce jewelry shop owner, it doesn't really matter, and you want more customers, right? And you want to learn how to do this exact same method of just posting a bunch of organic content, then grabbing the best best performing content of those, and then grab them and run them as ads. Grab those winners and then duplicate those, cancel out the losers, and then do this again and again to get customers. This is the whole point of this whole process is to just get people to walk into your shop and buy more jewelry, right? That's the whole process. So if you want to learn how to do this, click the link in the description and I'll show you this exact same system